I need to shave.
Yeah,
Right.
your beard. You do need to shave. Your beard's a little rough. Welcome to the Tailgate on Facebook. How many friends do we have now? Or how many likes do we have on Facebook?
Well, our friendship has increased by 50%. We went from 10 to 20.
Which is great.
20 the last time I checked, so it might be more. It might be like 21 or 22.
I highly doubt it. I'm just kidding. Well, this is of course an all Bay Area sports show. My name is Tim Bowe.
It's also a music show too.
Oh yeah, music show. We got some music incorporation. We got a lot to talk about today.
Well, we got three things, but
yeah, we do
a lot within those three.
Well, a lot within those three things. We've been gone for about a couple weeks.
Yeah, we've been busy, man.
School.
Started up school. You're kind of doing your GRE and things that you need to get done in order to get into the master's program.
Would you like to tell your story about your first day of school at San Jose State, or is that going to be too long? How about I'll give you 20 seconds.
20 seconds?
Yes. Starting now.
I mean, it was just embarrassing.
Teacher put you on blast.
Yeah.
You were late first day.
Yeah, and he made fun of me, and I got really embarrassed. And all right, well, it's too long of a story, but you got the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
I got embarrassed.
Okay.
All right.
Well, today's show is we're going to kind of go in a different route. We're going to start with the Triple Play, our first new edition of the Triple Play, which is the top three stories in our eyes. For sports, number 3 is the Sharks.
His speed and his ability to knock you off the puck.
Flow to Murray. Murray over the line, trying to jam it ahead. Pavelski, he scores!
And we are on an all-star weekend for NHL. How the Sharks they won. I'm a little nervous right now for some reason.
It's all right.
They did because I don't know too much about. We got our Sharks insider Bobby Liver right here, about to fill us in on what's going on with the Sharks. What's going on with them?
Well, I don't know if you could say I'm a Sharks insider, but they're 8th in the Western Conference, and
they have the last playoff spot.
Yeah, and they've been kind of. Been up and down the whole season. Overall, it's been a disappointing season for them, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of their players came back, with pay cuts. They could have gotten more money elsewhere, but they all came back thinking that this would be the same team that they had last year, minus Nabokov. And what do you think? I think their main struggle is at the goalie position. There's no consistency there between Antti and Niittymaki. I mean, there's a rotation of goalies coming in and out, and McClellan has no kind of, this is my number one guy. Your take on this, Bob?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. I mean, it's different from the situation that we had last season. I mean, as far as the goalies are concerned. But I mean, speaking of goalies, did you hear what happened to Nabokov? Getting traded to the Islanders off of waivers.
From the Russian team where they was on or whatever?
No, actually from Detroit.
Oh, okay.
He got sent over to Detroit, and then Islanders picked him up, but he did not want to be on the team, and they suspended him or something for not showing up.
Yeah, that's because he wants to be on the Sharks. He wants to be on a good team, man.
Well, he just doesn't want to be on the Islanders. Yeah, definitely.
And obviously the Sharks are in the 8th spot.
Yeah, they're 8th in the Western Conference.
And they just with their recent loss, and Dan Boyle is their only representative for the All-Star team, which is odd. I mean, you'd figure Heatley, the big names, Marleau.
Yeah, I mean, not even, Thornton. Jumbo Thornton.
Yeah. I mean, Pavelski, I don't know if he's All-Star caliber, but I don't know. It's just interesting to see it from that point. And obviously Logan Couture is having a great rookie season. Obviously he's going to probably win the Roy, the Rookie of the Year. I don't know why I said Roy. But, Sharks are doing well. Hopefully they can bounce back. I think they play on Monday. Or Tuesday. They actually play on the first Tuesday, so we'll see what happens in that. Number 2 on our Triple Play is the Warriors.
Brandon Rush. You want to take this shot with about 2 to 3 seconds to go, at the most.
Down to 7. The eyes him at 5. Now at 3. At 2 for the lead. Yeah!
0.6 left! Tim actually took me to my first Warriors game.
Against the San Antonio Sperm. And they spanked...
Are we allowed to say that
word?
We
can say that. This is Facebook.
All right.
And the Warriors lost they kind of just lost it in the fourth quarter. They were in the game throughout the 3 quarters, but the Spurs are obviously the best team in the league, and the Warriors are obviously not 12th in their division or in their league. And a tough loss on Wednesday to the Hornets, and a brutal loss last night to the Bobcats with Steven Jackson hitting 2 or making 3, pretty much in his own hands, single-handedly beat the Warriors. And it's tough right now because across the line, everyone had a great game. All 5 starters were in double figures. They had great consistency. They were playing well. Monte Ellis was a little off, but the other guys picked them up. A little bench play their bench was okay, but they just couldn't close it out.
I mean, would you say that's a little different from how things are usually with the Warriors this season? I don't know.
Yes. Last night was very different.
Exactly. Because it seems like every Warriors game you have Monte Ellis scoring a bunch of points,
30,
and then maybe Stephen Curry putting up a bunch of points too, and then like every time they lose a game, even though Monte and Curry will put up a bunch of points, I can't help but to think, are the rest of the players good enough to stay on the Warriors?
Of course. Their big 4 are Darrell Wright, David Lee, Steph Curry, and Monte Ellis. These guys are their starters, plus Audrey Spiedrich, who has not been what they've hoped they've been. That big man presence is not there. They need to do something about it, and their bench is horrible. Their bench is really weak. That's why you need a complete team. Like say for example the Lakers, they have a complete team. They have a great bench to give these starters rest while their starters are still producing well. And you can say that for the Spurs. You can say that for the Heat, or not the Heat. You can say that for the Celtics. You can say that for a lot of good teams.
So, is it fair to say that we have too many weak links?
Of course, we have too many weak links. We just need a stronger bench. We need stronger role players to come in and get the job done. Because the Warriors are a great team. Obviously, you saw them, and they're fun to watch, right? And you saw them your first Warriors game, and it was a good time out. Can't go wrong with the Warriors. The cheerleaders were looking good. Kim was looking fine. I hope she's listening.
A former coworker, Kim.
Yeah, trying to yell her name. but number 1. Now we're going to number 1 of the triple play, and that is, we're going a little off topic. We're going to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is next Sunday.
But we are going to tie it into something.
You don't have to say that.
All right, I guess it's obvious. Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Packers, Steelers. It's a big matchup. Who do you got? Who you got? Who you rooting for? Who you picking? The spread is about, I think it's 2.5. The over under is about 44. It's a tough game.
Well,
it's
personally,
gonna be a great game, I think.
Oh yeah, no doubt, it's going to be a great.
It's offense versus defense.
But personally, I don't like the Packers or the Steelers.
How do you not like the Packers, man? Look at Aaron Rodgers. What he's done for that organization.
Did you forget the fact that I'm a Niners fan?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think even if you are a Niners fan, you got to respect that. You got to respect what Aaron Rodgers has done for this organization.
Oh, absolutely. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan.
It's incredible what he's done. And then you look at the other side, Big Ben, the rapist.
Roethlisberger, listen, Ben, some fans think I've been too hard on you. I've told everyone I wasn't happy when the commissioner reduced your suspension from 6 games to 4 games. I wouldn't have done that. I don't know that you've proven to the NFL that you're on the right path, but I hope so. But for years you acted recklessly. You hung out in college bars. You disrespected women. The Steelers got rid of Super Bowl hero Santonio Holmes for failing a substance abuse test, but they should have dumped you because what you did, in my eyes, was a lot worse.
He's going to go to another Super Bowl. Speaking of Big Ben Roethlisberger, if he wins the Super Bowl, can you put him in the same class as Peyton Manning and Tom Brady? Interesting point. Interesting question, because if he wins, he's going to have 3 Super Bowls in the past.
That's right, isn't he? Okay.
Yeah, and then, Brady's got 4, Manning's got 1, but he's never been put in that class. And, he doesn't put up great numbers, but he's there. He's the playmaker. He's there in the last 2 minutes. He's there to make that big play. To get them over, to get them to that win.
Yeah, and
people might clutch.
People might have a lot of negative things to say about Ben.
Well, he's a rapist.
Well, that
he's gotten away with
some
rape
other
twice.
things.
freaking bastard, and he's still, And what can you say for the Steelers? He got suspended the first 4 games, and they're in the Super Bowl. Without Big Ben, they did it. So it's tough to say. I mean, who did Ben Roethlisberger beat in the Super Bowls? He beat the lousy Seahawks in his first win, and he edged out the Cardinals. 2 weak teams, kind of. Two teams you wouldn't be from the NFC, which you would like to match. We're like, oh my God, what a great team,
Yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting. I'm talking a lot, but.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do, is talk a lot.
So it's going to be an interesting matchup next week with the Steelers and the Packers.
So are you rooting for Aaron Rodgers as well?
I am rooting for the Packers because up and down the line, I mean, Aaron Rodgers it has been doing incredible. I mean, without him, that team is nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got a great arm, he's got great accuracy, he's got a great mind, except for he gets a lot of concussions.
Which is not very good.
But
we're by the way, where are you watching the Super Bowl this year?
That's none of your business. I'm gonna be watching it by myself.
So you got a private Super Bowl party playing?
I don't know.
All right, well, Jose, the guy who was on the show last time, invited us to a Super Bowl get together. So I'm sure you're invited. I mean,
we'll talk off air.
Yeah, we'll talk off air.
We'll talk off air.
I guess we don't have to organize this.
Yeah. We got one more segment, which is the local band segment.
And you have a song for us that you've picked out.
A band called Picture Atlantic. I think they're from the South Bay. They've been doing pretty well.
Yeah, actually, someone from KSJS, the radio station at San Jose State, told me about this band recently, and I haven't really heard their stuff. So I mean, I don't know if I like.
They sound pretty good. They're a little indie-ish, so here we go. Take a listen. Cool. All right. Well, welcome back, and I think that's gonna about wrap up the show. It's kind of a little. I feel like the show has been a little bland. Like we've just been talking, no fun.
Well, in post-production, we add all the fun stuff, right?
Okay, all right. Well, once again, this is Tailgate Bay Area. Search for us on Facebook. Like us. My name is Timbo.
And my name is Blondie. Au revoir.
I don't know. See you guys later. Next time.
Later.